Well, good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
It's happening.
Yes.
Pride Week. We're getting ready to
Oh my
have a parade.
So much is going on.
Hello, hi.
Yes.
Such a busy day today, getting ready for the weekend. It's going to be so fierce.
Exciting. Finally, we can celebrate, right?
Finally.
Yes. What are we gonna wear?
Raincoats.
Yeah.
Don't say that.
No,
Cindy.
come
the
on.
forecast-
Say that.
The
No.
forecast is great.
Is it?
Is it?
Yeah, it's
is.
getting all the rain out during the week.
Under, I think, 10%.
Oh my God, thank God, because
I'm
it's been
still wearing
terrible.
one because it feels like a cape. I like when the wind blows and it just blows.
So maybe you should just wear a
like
cape.
that. I am.
Just wear the cape.
may
That's
wear
what
a
I
cape,
do.
Me too.
Let's do it.
And my boots.
Well, good evening, America, and welcome to It's Happening Out, the world's most popular live gay television talk show. You know the drill. It's 9 p.m. Wednesday, June 16th, Big Pride Week here in South Florida. I'm your anchor, Al Ferguson, and let's start the show right off by meeting tonight's host. First up, we welcome host FayWHAT. She's a radio personality and has the popular blog and YouTube channel called FayWHAT. I think I just said that, by the way.
I love when you say it.
Aiming to unite the L and the G together. And I want to analyze later why we need to do that, but that's what we're doing. She's a hostess and MC for many South Florida events and is the anchor of the new travel news show, Happening Out Travel. Welcome tonight, Faye.
Hi, hola mi gente. So happy to be here at this table, at this blue table with these incredible people on a Wednesday evening. Yes.
Absolutely. And you're going to be sitting right next to me and broadcasting the Stonewall Pride
Yes,
Center.
I will.
It's going to be fun. Well, next, let's welcome host Tony Lima. And we're welcoming again Tony Lima. He is CEO of Ariana Center, Trans-Latina Florida, one of the nation's most important trans rights and service organizations. He's a longtime South Florida LGBTQ activist and political advocate, as well as the anchor of the world's weekly trans talk show with trans host called Translations. Great new show. Good evening, Tony.
Good evening, Al, and all these lovely people. Have you been watching Translation? I ask you all to check in with us this coming Monday night at 9 p.m. and see our beautiful show. We're about 5 episodes in, and you're going to be very impressed. Then I need you to share that show with your friends and everyone you know. It's an important thing that we do that because what we're doing is really reducing prejudice against our trans family, the most important thing we could be doing during this Pride Week.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And Tony is also going to be joining me on the main stage at Stonewall Pride this week. Next, let's welcome our longtime host, Chef Josie. She's a Bravo TV top chef and the master of the popular champagne and oyster celebration restaurant. I love it. Bubbles and Pearls, right on the heart of the famous Wilton Drive. She's also known by her alter ego. I just watched her this week, by the way, at one of her gigs, DJ Lady Snack Daddy. Ooh, that's a masculine name for Lady Snack Daddy. Performing Sunday and Monday nights at Cubs and Hunters and doing all kinds of special events here in South Florida. Welcome, Chef Josie.
Good evening, everyone. And you know, I'm here to bring the snacks. So let's get it on tonight.
You know,
Wow.
She did her hair and everything.
Yeah.
by the way, when you said snacks, a little shudder went up my spine. All right, next, let's welcome
Let's welcome Kashai.
yes, and we're going to welcome Kashai in just a moment. And now we can welcome Kashai. That's called
Yes.
teleprompter.
Here.
He's a health promotion and peer navigator at Care Resource, one of America's top nonprofit organizations providing comprehensive health care for the LGBTQ community. He also serves as a board member at Unity Coalition, the first and only organization for the South Florida Latinx, Hispanic, and Indigenous LGBTQ community, advancing equality. Welcome, Kishi.
Hi, everybody. Good evening. I am fresh off my 33rd birthday vacation trip in Ecuador,
Happy
and
birthday.
I'm glad to be back in rainy Florida. I'm looking forward to doing outreach for Care Resource this Saturday at Stonewall Pride, and I'm also wearing another hat as being a dancer in the flash mob.
Ooh, we're going to talk about that.
Yeah.
We are
Bring
going to
it.
talk
I
about
want to
that.
learn the move.
Yeah.
And you know, I have done It's Happening Out for almost 3 years now. We're getting ready. We're approaching our 3rd year anniversary. This is the first time ever in 3 years where I am caught in the teleprompter and can't fix it. So this is proving that this is a live show,
Right.
Because we have a step-in host with us tonight. Cindy, I'm going to ask you to introduce yourself because you're
Wow.
no longer, no, it's okay, David, because we're not in teleprompter and I have no idea what to say. So
Okay.
we're live.
What do you
We're
do? Let's
live.
go.
Yeah, and you know,
No pressure.
yeah, yeah, no pressure at all. But you know, I know who I am. You know, I think that the introduction sometimes seems really long to me. So I'm Cindy Brown. I currently am the program manager for Lambda Living with Jewish Community Services of South Florida. I've been in this community for a very long time, starting back in the early 90s with Health Crisis Network and the AIDS Walk and the White Party
Yeah.
back in the day.
And when Cindy says the early 90s, she means the 1890s.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Be nice to her.
You're still a little older than me.
He was there. You missed that part. He was there.
He was there, right?
Cindy,
So now-
aren't you also one of the faces of Pride?
I am one of the faces of Pride, and in addition to
Congratulations.
being a face of Pride, I was the first director of Pride for the first 3 years that it happened in Miami Beach. I'm very proud of that. I've worked with or volunteered for so many organizations throughout the years. I'm a founder of the Aqua Foundation for Women.
Love them.
I was on the board of Save and Saved Aid back in the 90s and into the early 2000s.
It's only an hour show, Cindy.
Right. Yeah.
Put it out there.
In all fairness, I was interrupted multiple times. Let's just stop there.
All right, we'll stop there. Cindy, we really appreciate you being here with us tonight. She also frequently anchors at Queer News Tonight. Make sure you tune in at 8 o'clock. Now, have we proved that we're live?
Yes, I
we
think
have
we have.
just proved it. So, good evening, South Florida and America. We are the first and most popular live LGBTQ talk show. We might disrupt that mantle tonight in how the show's already
Until
launched.
tonight.
But we are the most popular live LGBTQ talk show in the world. So much to talk about. Next on It's Happening Out.
This week on It's Happening Out. Join us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. It all starts right now, live on It's Happening Out.
Well, welcome back, and we begin tonight with what we call Happening Now Breaking News. LGBTQ history is been made this week as Kamala Harris becomes the first sitting vice president to march in a pride parade,
Yes.
Capitol Pride in Washington. What did y'all think about the images coming out of Washington?
I loved it. It was her and her husband, and she had a Love is Love shirt on. He also had a similar shirt like that, and they walked. They weren't on a float or like
Right.
super protected. Like they were out there with our people. I thought it was beautiful. I got chills.
She had on her walking shoes, and you know, I think it's so important. I remember the first time a president of the United States acknowledged LGBT people. It was Obama at his first inauguration, and I think that this kind of thing is so important. And first of all, Kamala is a kick-ass, no shit taken, woman that, you're not going to bully her or run her down. So to have her take a stand like that and be there, I just love it.
This is what we needed to see. After this dark last several years, this dark pandemic, this is the light at the end of the tunnel. Seeing our vice president in a pride parade is so necessary because representation matters, as we always talk about on these shows.
And, you know, and the reality of it is the Biden administration has come in guns blazing for the LGBTQ community.
Right.
And this is just continuing to put the brand and the stamp on it that, you know, we have an ally and we have an ally at the highest level of our government. So,
Absolutely.
You know, I have to say I wasn't so impressed.
Really?
And the reason I wasn't so impressed is because I have seen it so many times before. Vice President Pence had marched in so many.
He did?
Oh, wait a minute. Pence? That is surprising.
Congratulations, Vice President Harris.
Right.
You are watching, as you can see, a live and unedited LGBTQ talk show. So anything can happen, and many things already have. If you want to know, just text me or send me a message on Facebook. If you're on YouTube, make sure to subscribe and click the bell for updates. If you're on Facebook, like and share this video. Let's begin the top of the show after the breaking news of Vice President Harris with our unique meme of the week. And this week, the meme is called, "Shh, it's okay, I'm vaccinated."
Oh, Lord.
This happened to me this week. I walk into a bathroom and some guy comes next to me in the bathroom to pee, and I was like, what is he doing? I didn't care that he was vaccinated. Why were you peeing right next to me?
Was he not cute? Because if he was cute,
No,
it
he
wouldn't
wasn't
have
cute at
mattered,
all. Why do you have to
That's
put
why.
me out there like that?
That's
well, we're
why.
just being
Right.
true
Right,
here.
he was cute. Sorry.
This is not a girl problem. The reason I actually did that is it's
Definitely
not a girl
problem.
problem. Right. Or yeah.
I just wouldn't understand why, like Tony said, there's so many other
Right.
urinals available.
Do another one, dude.
why do
Listen,
you,
it was
go
just
right
like
on
in the
top?
parking lot last night. I mean, I think this is kind of the same. And someone pulled up right next to me, like 2 inches from my
yeah.
passenger side, with the whole parking lot like empty.
annoying,
And I'm
too.
like, what is
Oh, I thought
going
that story was
on?
going a completely different way.
I was like, what was she doing in the parking lot?
I know.
Right. Anybody care now that you're fully vaccinated? Does anybody care about people being close to you? Do you?
No.
Yes, I
Do you?
want my space. Give, like,
Well.
back up.
Because of
But
COVID?
that's
Or
because
just
of
normal?
COVID or-
No, just in general,
Yeah.
like
Oh,
we all
that's
have
the general.
personal
Okay.
space, and I feel like the pandemic has given me more courage to solidify my need.
Yeah.
for space.
Is anybody shaking hands?
Yes, I am.
Ew,
I
no.
am.
I'm doing fist bumps, and I think for the rest of my life I'm going to do fist bumps.
I think people have PTSD from what we went through last year. You know, like
Right.
my church opened up fully, Unity on the Bay, and everybody gets a sticker, and it says green, yellow, or red.
That's
and
awesome.
green is I'm open, I'm free, hug the crap out of me. Yellow is ask first, and red, I'm not ready.
I
Yellow.
completely
That's
understand.
Yellow.
I'm sitting, South Florida, America, I'm sitting between Chef Josie and FayWHAT. I'm getting STD.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn, I could not
Everything
land
from
that.
Whoa!
Save my
got
life. All
everything
right,
from
we
us.
got to move on.
And you know,
We gotta move on.
we've got gender equity today.
Yes,
so now that's also hard,
Ooh.
right?
Throwing
Oh,
the
that's a
gauntlet.
first.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right?
All right, well, let's move on. It's Happening Out is part of the Happening Out television network, Hotspots Magazine, and WeMeg Events. Hotspots is celebrating 35 years of the LGBTQ experience, while WeMeg is bringing you the Wilton Manor Stonewall Pride Parade and Street Festival, the first parade to come back in almost 2 years, on June 19th, this Saturday. Merged, the three organizations now bring you the best of LGBTQ news, entertainment, and support for our LGBTQ community. So, next up, who needs a drink? And oh my goodness, am I
Well,
pulling
let's
them
do
close
it.
to
Yeah.
me?
It's cute.
It's cute. Well, let's play our yes or no game called I'd Swallow That. You've seen this.
Oh.
We played this on every episode ever of It's Happening. We invite you at home to play right along with us as I ask these hosts 4 questions. Agree with the question? They take the shot. Disagree? Well, it's going to be a very long night for everybody, especially me. Everybody ready? Know the rules? Here we go. Then let's play I'd Swallow That. Question number 1. Now there's an intersex rainbow flag. I think we are going too far. Does anybody think that?
I definitely don't. I have
No
started-
shots?
Nope. No.
I mean, I want to take the shot, but I don't.
You want to
agree
take
with
the
that.
shot because you're an alcoholic, not because you.
Wow, that's
Wow.
true. I
Take
don't
the
want to
shot.
sit next to her again. I'm not doing this anymore.
I think it's really important that everyone feel included, but what I'm concerned about is that the further we go, the more people will end up being left out. Because if you ask, I read somewhere that there are like 27 different ways people identify.
And if you watch Laura Ingraham, she says sofas are part of our.
Girl, bye.
Oh,
Who
wow.
asked her?
Who watches
asked
her?
you,
She said
Laura?
that famously.
Who are you?
Right?
Right.
But I think
I
the
love
important
the
thing-
idea of being
Yes.
inclusive, but I just don't know when that point will be.
I don't think there has to be a point. I think we continue to evolve. We've evolved from the Gilbert Baker flag. We now have a flag that includes more of us that were left behind the first time. Let's continue evolving. I'm completely fine with this flag just turning into something else every few years.
I'm
You know
curious.
what is coming up for me around this conversation, and it's called like this distinction between alignment and agreement, right? And can we be in alignment that one image represents all of us as a community, as opposed to do we need to agree that every color is represented and every single identity is represented? I mean, I'm totally, you know me, I'm about evolution, okay?
yeah.
And I'm about possibility. But I just think that we muddy the waters
Yeah.
when we start to not only distinguish within our community, but for me, it feels like separation. And when we're doing our best to be a unified community, I'm having a real hard time just swallowing like, okay, I mean, these colors don't even match, okay? I'm sorry, that's like the real like Queenie wanted me, okay? Why didn't these just like become polka dots, like, I don't know. It's like,
Well, why not, Josie? Let it include everyone. Like, okay, me and Tony were there for the flag raising on 2 days ago with the mayor of Miami-Dade County, and
Yeah,
we raised
I salute it.
the progressive flag, and it's beautiful. And I learned that the arrow meant for the direction of constant progress. So we continue in our progress for our community. So if they want to slap a unicorn on it, screw it. Yeah, slap a unicorn on it because we
agree.
want to include everyone.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
And
it's
I
not
think
supposed to be offensive.
Right. We should also, when we're looking at the flag, go back to Gilbert Baker's original design
Yes.
because there are, I think, three colors.
Three colors that were
that
removed.
because they had a difficult time finding the right
Mostly
colors in fabric.
producing
And
the
exactly. They
fabric.
had a hard time producing that fabric, but now it's all digital.
Yeah. All right. That's our first question. Let's continue. I'd swallow that. And question number 2, gossip. Why do we love it so much? And also, what are we gossiping about? Oh yeah. Now I remember. Watch this.
Watch me.
Live TV. Yeah, live TV. There we go.
Our group of friends have known
remember
each
you're
other since
watching.
we were babies. We have trust and history.
We own this school.
He waits for the light.
She's not from here.
It's so hot.
Hey! How would you like to come hang with us tonight?
Too many joy rides in Daddy's Jaguar.
Yes, we know.
White lies and white lines.
We're all live.
Super rich kids with nothing but loose ends. Super rich kids with nothing but fake friends.
She is a stranger who has found herself in your friend group with your boyfriend.
I promised I would stay away from any drama.
Did you miss me? I know I've missed you.
Gossip Girl, an anonymous Instagram account that spies on our students.
This just in. There's a big secret amongst the ruling class at Constance Billard.
Why does Gossip Girl have to get us?
I'm not just known, I'm influential. And I can't have that taken away from me.
Privilege and power will always win in the end.
Maids come around too much.
XOXO.
Parents ain't around enough.
Gossip Girl.
So sexy.
Why didn't I go to this school?
Yeah, wow.
Wait,
No, they
don't get ahead of me. Wait. All right. So
Hey, I guess
after
I have to do $9.99 a month.
after watching the new trailer, I'd swallow that. I can't wait for the new Gossip.
yeah.
Yes.
Period.
Yes.
Period. By the way,
This is horrible.
there is yes, it's called alcohol. There is one of the scenes, we didn't show it, where there are two boys in bed with the girl in the middle.
Why didn't you show it?
And the two, it just wasn't long enough to make it worthwhile, but the two boys are looking over the girl. It is so
at each
hot.
other.
Wow. It is so
yeah.
hot. Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm a fan of the original Gossip Girl, but this is like Gossip Girl sexy and with diversity, right?
Right.
People of color, really interesting looking people, super sexy. I am here for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had me at sexy, and then like the premise of the show totally loses me because I am not necessarily for any type of entertainment that continues to promote this way of being with each other, and we have enough of this going on in this town and in this world, and this gossiping and this culture that we're creating in high school, and this is now starting at like a young age, so they're going to grow up to be really bitchy adults, and I don't want those
Like
kind
we
of
are.
people. In my opinion, those people are liabilities.
Wait,
Okay.
can I ask you a question? Do you know any gay men?
Yes, I do, and I'm like, trust me, I'm working on supporting gay men and women, like fix each other's crowns and fix each other's coats, and like let's lift each other up instead of gossiping about each other. Because you know what, really, in my opinion, okay, only weak ass pampy people gossip. Okay, so there you go.
That was
Well,
a
hold
message
on,
for
hold
you know
on.
who.
Let me. I mean, I live for
Quickly.
all of that
We're gonna move
energy,
on.
but I think the lives of pretty and privileged people is so petty and dramatic. I live for it. I think that's why I love the Real
I'm with
Housewives.
you.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely gonna watch this.
I'm with you. And we need to get crowned.
I'm
Yeah.
obligated.
I'll
I'm
fix it.
That's my
obligated
takeaway.
to agree with the political correctness, but I think it's sexy as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sorry to say
I didn't deny it wasn't sexy.
Right. Let's move on.
My guilty pleasure.
Question 3. At my age, I'm talking about me now,
Oh, wow.
and being gay, why am I thinking about a vasectomy? Oh,
well,
yes. Now I remember. Watch this.
It's Father's Day. But if you don't mind, we're going to celebrate with the mother of all cocktails.
What?
The vasectomy.
Have you seen this?
We're in live
Let me show
stream.
you how to make it. First,
I love him.
fill a tall glass with ice. The way children fill
He is
our
the tall
lives with so
glass.
much joy. Next, pour 1 ounce of cranberry juice. Sweet, just like their little smiles. Then, pour 3 ounces of tonic. So bubbly. Then, pour 3 ounces of tonic. So bubbly, just like I feel every day I wake up after a long, full night's sleep. Now, add a dash of lemon juice. Fresh if you have a few minutes to squeeze one, or store-bought if the little ones have you running around a bit today, the little scamps. Finally, we're gonna add 1.5 ounces of Aviation American Gin, the world's highest rated gin for the world's highest rated job. Dad. Finally, we're gonna add 1.5 ounces of Aviation American Gin. Stir. And then we're going to garnish with a little slice of sunshine. Now that is as refreshing as fatherhood. Well, something I call the vasectomy for no reason at all. Happy Father's Day, everyone. When people see this, they're gonna be like, has he ever been outside?
There we go. All
I'll
right.
drink to that.
Wait, don't get ahead of me again. I'd swallow that. Only Ryan Reynolds could sell gay men on a vasectomy, mostly because we thirst for it.
We thirst for what?
I mean, I don't know if
Right.
I can drink this.
Belly.
Like, I don't, you know. Okay.
Which part of Ryan Reynolds? Listen, I'm here for it.
That's
regardless.
that's
Thank you,
what
Ryan
this is.
Reynolds, for doing us a service. I really appreciate the commercial, and I'm going to go buy the Aviator, whatever it was. I wasn't even paying attention to the product because I was looking at him. Awesome. I'll drink to that.
What do you think about this new type of marketing where somebody like Ryan Reynolds is winking at you, breaking the third wall of going, I'm in on the joke? Love it.
Well, I think that there's so many heterosexual women out there who are drooling just like the gay men. And they have no idea that the gay men are drooling just like they. Ryan knows, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, take my money, Ryan.
How about the girls? What did you think?
No, I thought it was super cute. Super cute, yeah. Father's Day, Sunday.
Wait, there's the difference in you and I. That wasn't super cute. That was thirsty.
How was that thirsty? He had all his clothes on. If he took off his clothes while he was making the vasectomy, then we'd have a different conversation.
That commercial.
That would be a lot.
Would be a lot.
I can handle a lot.
I would have been fine with shirtless.
Right.
I would have
Perhaps.
I wish he got
He
wet.
should have had like a t-shirt.
He should have got
And
wet.
when he opened that,
It was cute.
And I think it was
He
cute
should have
because he was
gotten wet.
being
Hugged
silly.
his-
Right.
So
Hugged his
the
body,
cuteness comes from the silliness.
Being
you
in
know,
on the
it's like
joke, yes, I agree.
being in on the
It's
joke.
true.
If he was like
Totally don't
attempting
Humor is
agree.
fun.
He didn't stir
Yeah.
the drink with his penis, Al. I mean, that would have made it like more interesting. That you get me?
Wait,
You know, and the irony of this
I'm
is,
sorry, hold on. Production, go to commercial. We have 60
we have
seconds.
something to work out here.
We have a problem we've got to solve. Houston, we have a problem. All right, let's move on. Question number 4. Saturday, I will anchor the national broadcast of Stonewall Pride. It's also Juneteenth. To celebrate, there will be a massive flash mob at the parade. Watch this.
Hello everyone, my name is JB Men, your 2019-2020 Mr. Stonewall Pride. Welcome to our Juneteenth flash mob
more shots
practice
for me.
video. This year, Stonewall Pride falls on the honored American holiday that celebrates Black American culture and freedom, Juneteenth. Both Stonewall Pride and Juneteenth intersect with deep meaning and symbolism of liberation and compassion for your fellow person. June 19th of 1865, the day of Juneteenth, represents when slaves were declared free in Texas after the Civil War. And June 28th of 1969, the Stonewall Riots, represents the day when LGBTQ+ community stood against fear and persecution. The two historical events couldn't be any more indicative of a match made in unity, especially when one of the pillars who led the riots was a queer person of color, Marsha P. Johnson. In respect to this historical alignment of liberation and love, we at the Stonewall Pride have engulfed our day of celebration with the honored tributes to Juneteenth.
That video looks awesome, and we're going to continue to, I believe, show you some of JB Men's, who is coordinating the flash mob, showing some of the choreography. I'd swallow that. Stonewall Pride returns this week, and I can't wait to see the Pride flash mob.
I'll drink to that. And I can't wait to see Kishi.
Well, okay, the thing is, Kishi could dance. The rest of us can't. You know, well, I mean, let me speak for me. I can't. But some of the moves, like, ow, you can't dance. You're white. And so, like, but some of the moves, look at his.
I'm white. I can dance.
Like it's a surprise.
Cindy could totally dance.
I went to
Get hot there, right?
party with you
Yes, we
Sunday,
went to the
and
Sailor T dance.
and we danced
We
together.
totally
Did I
danced.
dance badly?
No, you totally danced
swayed?
really well.
Was that dancing?
With his silver
We were
Converse. He was
dancing.
wearing-
Well, here we go. Look at the moves.
Sequin.
But look at the moves. We can all do
Get
that.
it.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we
I
can't
believe
all
he's-
do
I
that.
I believe that part is the Janet part, which I'm very excited for.
Well, I think we can all do that. We just won't all look like that doing it.
That's
Look at his huge shorts.
Hey, hit it.
Ow.
Kishai, what if you want to be in the flash mob? Can you do that?
Okay, so contact me, Kishai Chan on Facebook or Kishai KCM on Instagram. I will send you the directions, the video, and we are also doing a practice the day of, as well as on Zoom. That's going to be funny. But yeah, I can't wait to see you all there. I am ready to give you all life.
Yeah,
And this is before the parade, right?
It's 5:45. This
5:45,
flash mob is going to be.
We have to do this then. We have to learn these moves, so we
You
don't
have
do it
to
on
do it
stage.
from stage.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I can't wait to see Al gyrating.
It's simple.
Listen,
So
I'm
excited.
getting the link already, and I'm gonna outshine
Break it
everyone.
down.
It's hard to do
I've
it in
been
my
wanting
chair,
to do
but-
these TikTok videos for a while.
Did you just flash mob throw down at me?
I did.
What you did?
Well, I heard they dance, so there was that.
I have danced with you too. That is not true.
Oh, wow.
I know, it's true. You have danced.
Girl,
Well, I
under
mean,
the
you've
bus,
done
honey.
what you do, but
I was gonna say you're being too nice.
Yeah. All right. I'm surrounded by haters.
no, but I'll tell you this. At least though, for sure, Al always shows up dressed to the nines. Okay, so whatever he's doing is looking good doing it. Okay,
Exactly right. Wait till you see Saturday.
we just gotta work on your rhythm, and then you're like one whole pack.
Wow, that's major
It's all rhythm.
Wow.
Snack Daddy, it's all rhythm.
One of the advantages of privileged whitehood means I have people that can really punish you for these. No, I'm only kidding. All right, let's move out of I Swallow That. Next up, let's consider the best thing of the week. Michael Henry. Michael, by the way, I love you. I think you're doing a fantastic job. You helped get us through pandemic. Michael Henry asked, do you have masculine itch? Watch this.
Great game, Chad.
Thanks.
What's wrong?
Well, after a long game, sometimes I just don't feel fresh.
Down there?
Yeah, I have masculine itch.
I understand.
Really? You, Michael?
Yes. Once I spent an entire summer in Miami and I didn't come back with the nickname whore for nothing.
Yeah, I'm traveling the world this summer, and I plan on being a bit of a whore, too.
And you don't want to come back with...
Masculine itch.
Well, what if I told you I could solve all your problems?
Yeah?
Except masculine itch.
What?
Mystica provides you with free prep online. No doctor's visits, no needles. Free prep delivered straight to the comfort of your own home.
For free?
For free.
What about my...
PrEP is a once daily pill regimen that is over 99% effective at preventing HIV transmission. And it might be a useful tool for you this summer if you're planning on being sexually busy.
What about my masculine itch?
I can't help you with that, but I can help you get free PrEP through Mr. Online.
I've been itching myself raw these past few weeks, Michael.
Chill out, Chad. It's just masculine itch.
It's not just masculine itch. It's ruling my life, and it always acts up right before I hit the courts.
Why is that?
I don't know. I mean, the team and I do over there in the woods before our games, but...
Chad, those woods are covered in poison ivy.
Oh.
Crisis solved.
Anyway, thanks, Michael, for the prep info. I think I will check out Mr. after all.
Off to the woods. Get your free...
Michael, I love what you do. An interesting observation here is that this is actually about a promotion about PrEP services.
Right.
What do y'all think, Michael Henry?
That Michael Henry, he's gonna end up with his own show on
Oh,
Netflix
yeah.
or
Hilarious,
something like that.
yeah.
real
Well
soon.
deserved.
All I could think about was itchy balls. That's all I could think of. What?
Do you have
Itchy balls.
No.
Why itchy balls?
Not my itchy balls, like a guy's itchy balls. That's what I was thinking about.
I don't
And then
think
whenever
what
I think
itches
of
are
guys' balls, I'm never happy.
I think the balls are what are itching, sis. That's
Yeah.
quite right.
You've
Kyle.
I will
completely
say
wrong.
that I I'd be happy to scratch his itch.
Period.
Henry?
Period.
No, the other
One,
guy.
the cute with the red shorts.
I even do
Wait,
that.
did you just say Michael Henry?
Listen, first you get me drunk, and now I'm looking at the cute guy, and you confuse me.
Well, you know, I think I thought it was really funny, but I was camping one time many years ago.
Wait, excuse me. Hold on one sec. Wait. Rose, tell us about what happened.
Happened one time, yeah. And my girlfriend and I at the time were camping, you know, and that happened.
You got
Masculine
Don't
itch.
shag in the wood. Not masculine itch, but poison ivy.
It was
Poison ivy.
All right.
Poison ivy and
All right.
sex do not.
We can't go any lower than that, so let's
Yes.
let's move on to our segment, What's on Your Mind? And, oh my goodness, I've heard so much of it already today. Each host, oh child, that's famous words. Each host will tell us in just 30 seconds what is important to them this week. But remember, just 30 seconds, or you're going to hear, you ready, Faye?
I hate that bell.
There we are. You're going to hear that bell. All right, and let's begin with FayWHAT?
Yes.
What's on your mind this week?
FayWHAT? You know what's on my mind, guys? Allies are on my mind, right? And this is Pride Weekend, the first big Pride of South Florida. Stonewall Pride on Saturday is going to be an all-day event. And I myself am taking 4 allies with me, all right? They just love our community and they want to celebrate with us. And I know that we, you know, every single goal that we meet, we can't get there without them. You know, and the more that we include allies in everything we do, the more that they go tell the masses that we're not crazy, that we're just like everybody else. And it's just a beautiful thing. So I got allies on my mind right now.
Excellent, excellent. And Tony Lima, what's on your mind this week?
So what's on my mind is also about Pride. And I'm very excited that we're celebrating Pride to the hilt. And there's all this commercialism about Pride and everybody's buying their shirts and their shoes and everything else. But I also want everyone to consider that the most marginalized and vulnerable communities within our LGBTQ family have to be remembered as well during this Pride month, this Pride season. Absolutely. So we can't continue to leave people behind. That's what's on my mind.
Lovely. And Chef Josie, what's on your mind this week?
You know, listen, Pride is definitely on all of our minds and getting ready for this huge weekend. Thank you, Tony, and also Faye for saying what you said. You know, I have embarked on this new journey of DJing and, you know, sharing that other creative expression with my community and my friends and family. And I really love it. And it's testament to, like, you're never too old to, like, reignite something and get and do what I'll be spinning at the premier lesbian party this weekend at Cubs. And so I'm so super excited to be teaming up with Pandora Events, which is like legendary. And, you know, and everyone and being a girl from Hialeah representing with 2 other girls from Hialeah throwing it down for Pride. Okay, so Citizen Jane and DJ Panda, Zeno, like we're going to throw it down for the ladies this weekend.
Awesome, awesome.
Hialeah.
Love that. Cindy Brown, what's on your mind this week?
Well, of course, June is Pride Month, and the Give Out Day campaign runs the entire month of June. There are a lot of organizations that provide services and do, you know, help all those people that Tony talked about and, you know, Faye mentioned. GiveOutDay.org. It's a national campaign. I encourage everyone to go to GiveOutDay.org and contribute to an LGBTQ plus organization that's doing the work. If you can't find one, Jewish Community Services of South Florida does a lot of work with LGBT folks, so we'll welcome your contribution.
Sounds awesome. And Kishi, Chad, what's on your mind this week?
Being booked and busy is on my mind this week, okay? The Unity Leads Awards takes place tomorrow at the Oasis. Charlie XCX performs on Friday at the Oasis. Stonewall Pride occurs on Saturday. And I am continuing my month-long birthday celebration at Hallover on Sunday. On Father's Day, while I may not be a father, I am a daddy to all my Hallover.
What?
Yes.
And I don't know if the girls at the table heard the gay dog whistle that was blown?
I heard it.
My month-long birthday celebration. That was blown at the
I am
table.
still accepting gifts on PayPal.
There it is. All
What's
right.
that?
All right,
Do it.
next, let's catch up with the news from the world of entertainment. RuPaul's Drag Race. Tony, are you all a quiver?
I'm so excited.
All right. RuPaul's Drag Race is back for the 6th season of All Stars. Our celebrity hot topic for tonight. Oh my! Drag Race All Star 6 serves up the mother of all twists and fierce guest judges. Watch this.
Rise and shine, All-Stars. RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars is sashaying to its new home
exclusively on Paramount Plus. I love Plus.
Sass, the class, and all this ass. She's back.
This is it, round 2. I see talent, talent, talent.
I have been dreaming about the second chance, so get the ready.
It's a showstopper. You look incredible. Back to claim my crown.
This season of All-Stars is going to be a game within a game.
I am gagged, child.
The girls are out for blood. All-Stars is a game of friendships and strategy. You want to be here, show it. This is redemption time.
This not to come at you,
But it is to come at me.
Hold on. Don't do that.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry.
Relationships are gonna have to come into play.
Get ready.
It was right on point.
I am obsessed with your outfit. Amazing job all around.
This is not enough.
Can my All-Stars rise to the challenge?
Let's do this.
Oh my. You know what's so exciting about All Star 6 is it's lots of the girls that may, for whatever reason, had been forgotten. And they're being picked up and dusted off and shown how fierce they are.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And can I do a quick shout out? Ginger Minge is gonna win.
What? Okay,
What do
so
y'all
listen,
think?
how about that? We all know about your relationship with RuPaul. So tell us what this mystery twist is. Come on, Al, you know something.
Yeah.
Tell
Give
us.
us
You
the
know
beginning.
something.
Spoiler alert.
Wait,
Right.
wait. All right, here's what it is.
That didn't
Wait,
take much.
the executive producers, who's on the phone?
No, come on. Oh, come on.
I'm excited. The budget looks amazing.
Yes.
And, you know, a lot of the fan base for the show has been very, what's the word? They've been very concerned that churning out too many seasons in such
You really
quick
think
succession.
they've been concerned
No,
about
no,
that? I
they
don't
have.
think
They
so.
said that they're saying it reduces the quality of the show. But I think that the contestants, especially the guests, I think that we have a lot of reason to be excited. And Rue, get that money. I'm proud of you, and I love what you're doing.
I just like the brand new home. I'm like, wow, man, how can I do that for
It's
Chef
always
Josie?
a Ru something.
Yeah,
And
it's so
I
fun.
feel like I am the #1 RuPaul fan in the house.
Oh, I'm
although
sorry, we're out of time.
I am the #1 Ru fan in the house.
own it.
And I feel like this is what we need right now to continue
Yeah.
coming out of the darkness. I want to see another All-Star.
Right.
I want to see a plus-size girl win finally. I love a lot of the girls that are on this season. And have you seen like the sophistication in the outfits in their present?
Yes.
Like we're at a whole nother level with this show.
You know, you, from my standpoint, my eye, a little different. You hit a bullseye. Jiggly, when she was in the show, is nothing like what she is in this show.
So excited.
It is an evolution of watching how drag evolved, what the talent does. Jiggly Caliente is going to shock people because what they thought she was in sucking the lollipop and the way she looked and et cetera and so on, and she's going to come back and she's going to knock you on your ass.
Well, listen,
I love
just so
that.
you know, you have a date for this All Stars. I don't really watch because Power would kill me, but just so you know, I will watch this show with you because that preview gave me life.
Did you see
And I
Beyonce's
felt so
mom?
inspired.
Yes, Tina Knowles and Emma Roberts.
Yeah.
So
I have
excited.
never seen an episode,
Yes.
but I'm inspired.
We
to-
have just
to check out the
withdrawn
next
your
seasons.
lesbian.
Yeah.
porn.
Well,
And
lesbians,
we
you know,
can't-
we don't all
can't,
watch that.
we can't
Clearly.
finish this segment on All Star 6 without the shout out that says the mother of the mother, Michelle Visage,
Woo!
is
My favorite.
spectacular.
My
in
favorite.
This episode.
My favorite.
Love
Michelle.
Congratulations in your longevity.
And you're all invited to my house to watch the premiere. How's that?
Okay.
right.
Oh, let's do
For
that.
you, Snack
I'm
Daddy.
putting it on.
Let's do it.
If you
Yeah.
have a viewing party,
Let's do it.
I
Yeah.
have 200 people.
No,
That's
Al, just
right.
100.
us.
Us.
Just
Just the
us.
6 and 5.
VIP.
Okay. All right. Very good. All right. Maybe we could do that in West Hollywood. Thought. All right.
Field trip.
Well, that's
Hollywood, Florida? Was
that's-
Hollywood, Florida?
All right, that's
Los
our
Angeles.
discussion on entertainment tonight. Next, we report that Happening Out Television Network helps support our LGBTQ community. An example is here at the Sunshine Cathedral, the world's largest queer church here in Fort Lauderdale. We are broadcasting from our permanent set in supporting that partnership. The network broadcasts the largest LGBTQ religious broadcast in the world, with more than 30,000 watching every Sunday at 10:30 a.m. Eastern, and it's totally live. We encourage you to tune in. Our campaign of sponsorship proudly supports Sunshine Cathedral is my queer church. Watch this.
I'm Nick Matheny from the University of Miami, and Sunshine Cathedral is my queer church.
Or Matheny.
Well, finally, isn't he cute?
He's adorable.
I just put you in my
Doctor,
calendar, just
professional.
so you know.
Yes.
Finally, we thank It's Happening Out's hotel sponsor, Best Western I-95 Fort Lauderdale. This is the closest and best choice to the famous Wilton Drive and our host and guest stay at this LGBTQ ally partner. We encourage you to stay here when visiting. And by the way, this weekend is a perfect time to stay at the hotel for Stonewall Pride on Wilton Drive. Up next, if we were standing around the LGBTQ water cooler, this is what we would all be talking about. We refer to it as our hot topic of the week. Here we go. When a young gay, Republican? What?
They exist.
Is that possible?
On
Unfortunately.
TikTok, explains why he didn't think Pride was needed. People had a lot to say, especially one older member of our community. Watch this.
As a gay man, I've never understood why Pride Month is a thing. Instead of Pride Month, we should have a day. If that. I believe that veterans and those that have served our country should have a month-long celebration. Those that have died for the freedom of our country should be the ones that we should be celebrating all month long. Being gay is just that. It's just being gay. Who you choose to have sex with has no regard to my life. Do I believe us gay people should have rights and should have the right to marry whoever we want to marry? Of course. There's no need to celebrate our sexuality and separate us from society. There's no need for companies to put a gay flag over their logo during June. There's no need to force sexuality down the throats of people who don't want to see it. In today's society, being gay is a new norm. There's no need to celebrate it.
Because you don't know the history or choose to ignore it. See, I was alive in the 80s. When our government was dragging their asses about AIDS because there really weren't that many gay people to be worried about. Many Americans had to come out in order for the country to recognize just how many people in this country were actually queer. They came out and lost their jobs. They came out and lost their families. They came out and lost their homes. You weren't here for the bashings and the beatings. You wouldn't even be making a video if it wasn't for them.
Our
Oh my
topic
God.
of the week.
Oh my God.
It's June Pride Month.
I think we're all going to be climbing on each other.
A queer TikToker schools a younger user and many younger users for the reasons for Pride. What did y'all think?
Well, I'm one of the oldest sitting around this table right now.
Take it.
And this person has no clue. I was born in the 60s. I know, Al, you're older than me. In the
Way
early
older.
60s. And let me tell you something. This privileged white, whoever they are, has absolutely no business speaking about LGBTQ plus discrimination, how the community was treated. It wasn't until, 1998 that in Miami-Dade County, we were even protected from discrimination. And we still, as a country, LGBT people are not protected against discrimination. So I don't know what this young Republican is talking about, but...
Is that the Britney crier?
Yeah, I think it
No,
might be.
that's Chris Crocker.
But whatever
I
it is,
thought-
they
I thought he
need
was
to
the
pull his
Britney
gay
crier.
card.
They are not Republican.
crazy.
But can I tag in since this is a tag team?
Absolutely.
Let me tell you something, young gay Republican. You might be cute or whatever, but you will never be the token gay news reporter on Fox News, okay? You should have just sat there and ate your food because you have no clue what you're talking about. Straight people since the beginning of time have forced their love and proclaimed their love on us every day, everywhere in society.
Shoved it down our throat.
Period. So, you just got read. You need to take it and just live with it.
Just isn't it interesting that you can read so powerfully just by putting books down?
Yeah, that was the most powerful piece.
And those were some amazing feminist books, and I'm really impressed that he's so well read, and he,
I gotta find out who that guy was. He just seems
Absolutely.
incredible. I need to
And-
follow him on all social media and be his friend.
It was a brilliant response, an absolute brilliant response to ignorance, because that's what that is. It's ignorance, it's privilege, it's everything that's wrong in this world.
And he didn't fight fire with fire. Like, what I do appreciate is that even though I had a little sassy response, I had a little moment, it is important that when people don't know what they're talking about, it's a learning opportunity. It's a moment to, because a lot of people still think that the gays just literally popped out of a rainbow in the 1960s. But no, we've been here. We've had history, and it needs to be taught, not just to non-LGBT, but LGBT people too. They don't know their own history.
And actually, I have done a number of presentations on the LGBT history dating back to the Greeks. So if anybody wants to know, I'm happy to do my presentation for you.
And Al, you and I have had this conversation many times, many episodes, and we always look back when we did the 50 years of Stonewall, and we brought it up every single week, highlighting one of our heroes, the road to Stonewall. This is why Pride is so important. And it's not just for the celebration, it's so that intergenerationally we create the bridges that bring our community and make it whole. This is what it's about, because none of us, the younger generation, I love your energy, your passion, your zeal for life. Are you kidding me? I'm so turned on by all of you, okay? And I am the young elder set right in the middle who's getting the torch from Cindy and Al, and that's Tony, and that's Faye and I, and you're in that next crew that we're gonna pass the torch to you. And this is what it's about. We have a fight, guys. You saw that in the previous administration. Donald Trump did in one pen strike. He took so many of our rights away, and we have spent the first year rebuilding and putting back into place protections for our community. This is real life, guys. And it's not going to be about whether we agree with each other or whether we align with each other, but we get to listen to each other and learn from one another.
I completely agree. And as we move on, I'm going to make sure that production tomorrow shares this segment with this TikTok user. And I want to specifically draw it to your attention. There's not a single person at this table that didn't say you had the right to say anything that you wanted to say.
Right.
Say it. We love the enthusiasm of what you're saying. Whether you're right or wrong is a completely different issue. My mama used to say, are you going to show your ass? And that's exactly what he did.
Absolutely.
He showed his ass because of ignorance.
Right.
He doesn't know yet. Wait, that is not a crime. Your ignorance is not a crime, but you are showing your ass. And the response that you got in TikTok, which was quite severe, we understand that. You have the right to say what you say, and the response is the right of that response.
Give me
but
10
now I can't.
Okay.
Well, you want to tag back
but
in.
now the
that's
responsibility for you is to learn and interact with all of those people that told you in older fashions, oldest at the table, etc. You show your ass, but you need to educate yourself to be more educated for the next words that come out of your mouth. We love your enthusiasm. We love your youth of your enthusiasm. Now you just need to begin to get a little brighter. That's it.
A lot.
All right.
A lot.
Or maybe a lot. Right. All right. Next up,
Google.
let's explore the LGBTQ plus world this week with silly and important headlines in the LGBTQ plus news this week. It's a lightning round. And let's discuss them in our segment called Saved by the Bell. But there's a twist. We are only going to discuss each headline for just 1 minute. And I move this beautiful bell over closer.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
The look on her face.
End of the minute, we're going to hear this bell
sweat it out
to stop or move
She has
on.
no time for it.
That's what we're going to do.
Zero
And when
interest.
if Faye is talking at the 1 minute, this is what we're going to hear. All right, here we go. Everybody understands our rules?
Got it.
All right. Next in the news, exchange-traded funds, ETFs, can be used to track specific markets, commodities, or similar. Now there's one that tracks LGBTQ plus friendly businesses. So, in Saved by the Bell, headline number 1, Pride Month meets Wall Street as a new LGBTQ ETF hits the market for the first time ever.
I like money, so bring it on. What's going on?
That's very interesting.
Does the story, do people get lost in the story and
Well,
the
I think
complexity
that,
of understanding?
No, I love money. Like,
yeah, I'm just not
investment.
exactly sure. So when we look into the NASDAQ now, there's LGBTQ.
affirming.
So we can see, just to clarify for, and many
This
viewers
app will
too,
help direct you into
companies that are
kind of like how AHRC has that, like,
Yeah, well, that's
businesses that
excellent.
support
Yeah.
The index.
Yeah,
index,
the-
yeah.
right.
yeah.
So if you wanted to invest in a company, then you could use this
They
index.
better love. They better love the queers.
I think this is a fabulous invitation to the LGBTQ community to put our money where our mouths are.
Yes.
And, you know, if we're going to get the support of...
Will we? Do you
Never.
think we will?
Well,
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. If we will, that's exactly what I said. If we will get the support from these companies to actually put into action and continue to like move us forward, then I think that it's a great way for us to consciously place our LGBTQ plus dollar.
absolutely.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting point. Money is power. Money is power.
We love it.
Next in the news, apparently Faye did want to move on. In the Marvel universe, Thor's brother Loki is the chaotic god of mischief. With that in mind, it kind of makes sense that he wouldn't care about being assigned a gender. Watch this.
No video.
Oh.
Oh, don't watch
So
this.
just look at the picture.
So, Saved by the Bell, headline number 2. Thor's brother Loki is gender fluid. The Asgard race confirms in a new trailer.
I'm sure that makes a lot of people who have named their dog Loki after this character. I'm really happy now that he's gender fluid. I know a few people.
I think a couple of weeks ago we did the story where Billy Porter's character as the fairy god person is also gender fluid as well, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm loving this. I'm loving this transparency and that's just the representation. Yeah, it's important.
I think
love
that's
it.
the important part. Representation matters. And they're in these universes of Marvel and DC and whatnot, there's a lot of young people who are non-binary, who are gender fluid, that need to see themselves represented in these spaces. So I'm all for it. And actually, we know that Loki is potentially meant to be transgender as well.
There is heavy rumor
Like
he's
to
going to
see it.
become trans.
Yeah.
I'm curious, just very quickly, are you in the Loki camp or are you in the Thor camp?
Thor.
Yeah.
Thor. Is that
Wow.
Thor all the way.
The beer-drinking bully versus the sophisticated.
beard and
He's
the
hotter.
muscles.
He's
funny.
hotter.
Listen, I love Loki. Let's not get this wrong, but
And it ends
Are we
there.
doing
Next
Jack Mary
in the
chocolate?
news, Gen Z is proof that as time goes by, old-fashioned concepts of gender and sexuality are fading away. Saved by the Bell headline number 3. The new worldwide survey finds nearly 1 in 5 young adults say they're not straight. That number is nearly triple the number thought before. What do y'all think? Woo!
Just like Josie was talking about before, youngins, man, they're just in it. They're awesome. They're fearless. They're okay with exploring. You know, the gender and identity spectrum on sexuality is so huge, and you could be anywhere you want on it, you know? And they just are. It's like, yeah, we know for a fact we're not straight. We don't know what we are exactly, but who cares? Let's live life.
There's an effigy that says that the future is queer.
Right.
And that's exactly what's happening here, which means less discrimination, less prejudice, more inclusivity, more love, a happier world
Acceptance.
overall. More acceptance, absolutely. I'm so excited about
And
these findings.
I think that years past, there've always been these people without a name, without a name for it, and they've just been bunched in, and now we have a name for it.
Yeah.
We have a name.
I just provide some quantitative observation. If this news is true, the future is bright for LGBT. Because what this means is if we're 20% and not 7%, it means more political power, and it means corporate more money being spent on our community. That's what this means. Next in the news, Pride has become good business. So much so that even mainstream morning television shows are featuring LGBTQ plus products for Pride. Saved by the Bell headline number 4. This week, Good Morning America has special Deals and Steals segment live celebrating Pride Month.
Awesome.
Thank you.
yeah, exactly.
I mean,
Thank
please, we've made Good Morning America the show it is. You just didn't know that, America.
Robert Roberts almost single-handedly.
Single-handedly, I was just going to say that.
I watched the Today Show, so I'm waiting for their steals and deals.
Yeah, they reversed
to be
So you guys aren't mad at this then? You're not mad at them like peddling Pride stuff?
I want to see my rainbow flag everywhere.
It's normalizing
all
who we
up
are.
and through.
And do we realize the demographic that Good Morning America is reaching? The amount of living rooms that gay pride steal and deal just like entered? Like this puts the conversation into families like at their table.
Promotion.
That's exactly what's important.
And I have to say that even with this, I have seen that recently there have been so many stories on gay pride and, different activities, and I've never seen this much on mainstream news.
Exactly right. And I have to agree with Josie. Good Morning America is pitching right at the Cindy demographic.
Yes.
In the news.
I do buy from those shows.
Next in the news. That wasn't the joke I made. Next in the news. One of the most actively supportive presidents we have had is honoring one of LGBTQ community's largest tragedies. Saved by the Bell headline number 5. History and we remember. Biden is going to name the Pulse nightclub a national memorial.
Yes.
What do y'all think about that?
I say bravo. I think that it is so, this was a major event for our community. So many died. It belongs as a national monument. And it's, as far as I know, the first national monument that's LGBTQ plus related. So I think it's fantastic.
Well, and they're hoping to have the museum and the memorial built in the next 2 years. COVID kind of set them back a little bit. And I was super excited when Ricky Martin signed on to be part of the foundation and be the spokesperson for it. You know, it needs to be a memorial.
Right,
You know, we lost too many of our own that day. And I still can't believe it's been 5 years.
It just triggered a tear in my eye. And just to know that our president, you know, hats off to this administration for being probably in the history of our lives and
including us,
you know, one of our biggest allies. So thank you so much.
And we're at our time, but I will say we had a president for 4 years that lives just 3.5 hours from the Pulse nightclub.
We did?
3.5 hours, yes, from the Pulse nightclub.
He's in West Palm Beach.
And basically never lifted a finger.
Yeah.
And one other thing, as we talk about this story of Biden declaring that Pulse is going to be named a national memorial, I cannot get through this without saying the word Sotomayor, Eddie Sotomayor. Next in the news, when a gay couple in Wisconsin tried to hang a pride flag, their Naziist Homeowners Association told them they could only fly the U.S. flag. Saved by the Bell, headline number 6. Homeowners Association stops pride flag. You can't stop pride.
Yeah.
What do y'all think? This is what they
That's,
say.
You know, that's
gay
perfect
ingenuity, right? This is what we do. This is what we do. We can't fly our flag, so we just shower our house in beautiful colors to represent that pride that we're feeling. I think they're badasses, and I want to see more of this happening around the country.
That's right. Look, this is an example of thinking outside the box. You know what I mean? And being you, being authentically you. In our community, if we're not living unapologetically ourselves, and we're not being the most creative on the block, and we're not thinking outside the box, that we're not the LGBTQ. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But you know what's interesting about that? We do that naturally because we're all activists in our own right. But we need the rest of the population to also live unapologetically in the same way. More and more it's happening.
One step at a
We
time.
need more.
It
One
takes,
step at a
it takes
time.
a while to get like this.
But that's our responsibility to inspire more.
Yeah.
Right.
Just a quick note. I don't know that this neighborhood association is conservative or they might be radical, but there's only one other person that says you can only fly a U.S. flag, and he was president of the United States for 4 years. And so any association with that thinking, you don't want to be in that camp. So next
I like
in
that.
the news.
Sell your house.
Right. Next in the news. When Arkansas passed one of the most strict anti-trans laws in the country, the LGBTQ community found an ally. It confused us in the most unlikely of places. Saved by the Bell, headline number 7. Arkansas discriminates against trans, so the Walmart family who lives in Arkansas donates $1 million to LGBTQ advocacy groups, basically to fight.
Wow.
What do you think about that?
You know what, Arkansas, you need the tourism. Why would you discriminate against LGBTQ people? We would really make Arkansas poppin'. Get it together.
Can you hear the banjos behind you?
Yeah, well,
I do like banjos.
yeah, and I think it's important to recognize, you know, Walmart has very high scores on the HIRC Corporate Equality Index, but family members, family members of the founders of Walmart support anti-LGBT groups. And I think it's important that we separate those founders from the current corporation as it exists, because you know, Walmart gets really high scores on that HRC Corporate Equality Index, and that's important for folks. Now,
I'm
the
gonna
fact
be a
they
brat. I'm
don't
gonna
pay
be
their
a-
employees enough is another
That's
story.
another one. I'm going to be a brat and say Walmart is so huge and they only gave $1 million.
Ooh,
I thought the
come on,
same thing.
fam.
No,
But-
I'll take the $1 million bucks. I'll take the $1 million
son
bucks.
inherited $18 billion
Right.
of
Give
fortune,
2 million,
okay?
give 3 million. But this
Give
is
10,
also
you know?
evolution, because
This
as
is the
Cindy was
company,
saying,
not the family.
historically, the family's been very discriminatory. So this is also evolution. Maybe it's the
Yeah,
younger folks
sure.
making the decisions,
Right.
and we need that kind of change.
Right.
Change is good. All right, finally tonight, we're the LGBTQ community. So what does that mean?
Sex!
Oh, yeah.
Love doing that. I wanted to do it this
Yes! Fun!
Wait, Tony.
Just in time for
Tony,
Pride.
It didn't work.
Put your phone back on.
Oh my god.
So that means, as
Oh
you
my
heard,
God.
sex and relationships. So let's play another game. Our game asks, who would you do, Kishi? And what would you do, Chef Josie? With 3 different interesting people. Tonight, of course, our game is, and we played this from the beginning, Shag, Marry, Chop. And our theme tonight, appropriately, is in honor of Juneteenth, this Saturday. We're going to be celebrating it on the main stage at Stonewall Pride Parade. We celebrate Black excellence in entertainment. We are going to play with transgender singer and activist Mila Jam, unapologetically gay music superstar Lil Nas X, and activist and Queer Eye star Karamo Brown. I love these videos, all 3 of them. So, this is Shag, Marry, Chop. Let's play. And Faye, what? Let's start with you.
I am going to shag Lil Nas X because some of those dance moves that he be doing, I want some of that. And yeah.
This
so
was
it's
the
like,
Saturday Night Live
oh, that was
performance,
so good,
by
where
the
he
way.
had the malfunction, the wardrobe malfunction.
Look at that boy.
Well, I could totally have a couple of wardrobe malfunctions on that. So definitely gonna shag that. And I gotta marry Karamo. I just love him, his spirit, his videos, his platforms. He's always just so inspiring. I would love to marry him. So unfortunately that chops Mila.
Yeah, you don't like prancing? She prances
I
as
prance.
good
That's
as
a lot of prancing.
anybody.
That's a lot of prancing with 2 people, me and her. So
I can't wait to hear what Chef Josie's going to say. Tony Lima, who are you shagging?
I'm having a hard time, Al, because I feel like I kind of want to shag them all. But since I can't do that.
You cannot do
Since
that.
I can't do that, I
Under
am,
the table.
Yeah, maybe.
Off the
Yes,
record,
I
yeah.
like this Kashai thinking. Yes, I am definitely.
Wait, did Kishi just set you up to cheat on whoever?
A little,
Going to...
but I'm fine with it. Kashai and I are cool. I'm here for it. So I think I'm going to shag Lil Nas X just because he's the epitome of just gorgeous young sexuality. I'm gonna have to chop
Can
Mila
I stop
Jam.
you just 1 second?
Sure.
Of course, we did this story.
I went in the wrong room
on
for
the
a
Monday.
reason. Yeah.
On the Monday after he did this performance. But there was an uproar about this performance with all of these guys dancing around him. One of the dancers licks him on the cheek, and one of the dancers turns upside down with his legs in the air. And
Right there.
Lil Nas, right there, you see it, implies that he is having sex with him.
Yeah, because it's more action than a lot of those people complaining have had in years. So.
Yeah, and what was interesting is the American Music Awards, I think, was the next night, and a very, very popular music star had like 14 girls with her and did the exact same act.
Wow.
And everybody loved it. It was
Yeah.
interesting.
Love it.
Can I
Josie
finish
goes,
now?
yeah. Okay.
Ooh.
Right?
Okay, so as I was saying, Lil Nas X is getting shagged. I'm absolutely chopping the prancer. She's adorable, but I can't do much with that. And I absolutely want to be Mrs. Karamo Brown.
Oh, do you?
I do.
That's
Karamo Brown
so
is
cute.
gorgeous,
Okay,
and he's
got it.
just everything, and I'm all for it.
And now that I've woken up, Chef Josie, wow, Chef Josie, who do you want to shag?
Okay, so listen, don't put your knives away right now, okay? Because I'm shagging Mila, and I'm gonna tell you, just because I don't know, I just love like all the girls, you know, and
Trans, walk.
Yeah, I'm like work, and she could like put shows on for me all night long, and that would be fierce, and check off some things in my wheelhouse.
You're gonna got a little warm. All right, and who are you marrying?
I'm totally. I think I'm as much as I love Karamo. I friggin' love him so
Stop making
much,
excuses.
okay?
Get to it. Who are you marrying?
Because he's so much fun, but I'm a lot of fun too. And if, like I don't want to be jousting for fun here, okay? So, but Lil Nas, I mean, just because again, I love all that young passion, energy, and I need someone to keep me inspired into my older days, okay? So Lil Nas, let's giddy up.
Let's giddy up.
And Karamo's gone.
Yes, Karamo, I love you.
Oh,
We can be friends. We can be friends.
Cindy, who are you shagging?
Well, I think I'm going to shag Mila.
Mila.
Surprise.
Yeah. And I think I want to marry Karamo. Only because he's got my last name, and it'll be easier that way. He's an activist, you know. He's an activist, and that inspires me.
You're not trans, so you don't have to worry about
Right.
changing.
And Little Nas, although he is hot as hell, sorry, you're chopped.
Oh, all right.
You are chopped.
And Kishi,
Shag. So I'm a big Real World fan. I've been wanting to shag Karamo since he was on The Real World. So, what's up? And I am going to marry Lil Nas X because those lips. And
that says so much about you.
Chop. I don't know her. No shade. I don't know her, but I'm chopping Mila.
Do you know Little Nas X? Do you?
That's my husband, right? My husband, right?
All right.
That's one of my favorites.
Drawing that you're playing a game. Coming out of back into reality here. All right. Before we end the show, let's introduce our sponsor, Jets Pizza. Are you coming to South Florida? You have to try the pizza of choice for the LGBTQ community. It's
like
Jets
Pac-Man.
Pizza, Detroit style. And we're getting ready
Here,
to
take
enjoy
that
it
thing off.
after
Show the whole
this
pizza.
show.
There you go.
Well,
Beautiful.
that's it, America. Another week with you and the world's first and most popular LGBTQ talk show in the world. Before we sign off, let's hear from our host one final time for a final good night. And our good nights will begin with FayWHAT?
FayWHAT? Hey everyone, have a fantastic rest of your week. Happy Pride Month. Enjoy it. Be in gratitude that we live in a free country where we're able to be who we are and love who we are. Tell that person that you haven't seen in a while, hey, happy Pride. I freaking love you, all right? And make sure that you're back here at the table sitting around with us next Wednesday for It's Happening Out. Mondays and Wednesdays, I get to hang out with Mr. Al Ferguson and give you the queer news. And also, I've got It's Happening Out travel that's also on this network as well. So we've got a lot going on. And I will catch you guys back at this table next Wednesday. Thank you.
All right. And good night from Tony Lima.
Buenas noches, mi gente. Thank you for watching. It's Happening Out in all of our shows. You can watch me on Tuesdays on Queer News Tonight. And on Mondays, you can watch me on Translation, our brand new trans-focused show. Remember that Pride is an important time. Take a couple of dollars. Donate to some of the organizations that are out there doing the work, like Ariana Center, like so many out there that are doing the hard work for our most marginalized communities. Love each other, respect each other, and we'll see you Saturday at Stonewall Pride. Make sure you're there for the flash mob and the parade.
Yeah.
Hope to see everyone there.
Nice message. And a good night message from Chef Josie.
Well, like I told you before, I'm going to be on the 1s and 2s this weekend at the premier lesbian party for Pride here at Stonewall Pride in Wilton Manors. That's at Cubs. The party starts at 9 p.m. and I can't wait to see all of y'all on the dance floor and come watch 3 girls from Hialeah bring it, okay? But while you're out there, start that day off, please, and do me a favor. Start your day by looking in the mirror and just recognizing recognizing how beautiful you are and what a gift you are to this world. And then take that with a deep breath and bring it out into the day. And when you show up at that parade, see the light in others that day, and like be there to be in community with each other, because this is what it's about for us. This is the day that we get to celebrate with one another.
You were directly speaking to that young gay Republican on why we should have pride. And Cindy Brown, your opportunity for good night.
Okay. Well, as I mentioned earlier in the program, Give Out Day is this month, and I encourage all of you once again to support the organizations that support this community. Tony mentioned Ariana Center. They're a great one to consider. GiveOutDay.org. There are youth programs. There are programs for LGBT seniors, often overlooked. There's all kinds of organizations that are out there doing the work to make this community whole. And I am also looking forward to Stonewall this weekend. And Kishi, I'm going to be learning to dance with you. You're going to give me those tips, and I'm going to be styling out there with that flash mob.
Great.
Yeah.
I know that's right.
And a good night message from Kishi Chad.
So happy birthday to everybody who is born in the month of June, the best month in the year. It is Gemini season. Happy Pride Month. And to all my heterosexual people out there, if the person you're with is homophobic, you are not an ally. If they are biphobic or transphobic, you are not an ally. So love you all, make that money, and stay hydrated.
All right. So, is what you watched tonight important to you? You sat right here at the LGBTQ kitchen table, right along with all of us. Of course, you've heard over and over again, this is Pride Month, and in South Florida, this is our big Pride Week. I'm broadcasting right in the middle of Wilton Drive for the Stonewall Pride Parade with a whole cast of characters along with me, including Tony and Faye and many others. We're back to celebrate. It's been almost 2 years since we've had a Pride Parade here in South Florida. We likely are going to see one of the biggest events we've ever seen here in South Florida on Saturday. Come out and show your pride, however you want to do it. Bring your allied friends, bring their children. It's all family friendly because we're celebrating the best of our community. And I hope you'll stop and say hello to all of us on that main stage on Saturday. Remember, we are here every Wednesday at 9 p.m. It's live, as you've seen tonight. You saw all of the warts right along with all of the wonderful conversation we had. Don't forget, Queer News Tonight is daily at 8 p.m. Hotspots Magazine and We Meg events, including Stonewall Pride Parade and Street Festival on June 19th. Remember, if it's important to you, it's happening out. Good night, South Florida. Good night, America.